Okay, Dad and I are headed out on Margies Cove trail, wilderness area, so off we go.
Okay.
This is Margies Cove. This is the bulletin billboard thing that they have right before the entrance of the trail, and there's a map and instructions and a little bit about the wilderness area out here, and well worth checking out. It's part of the BLM Sonoran Desert National Monument, but it has a map of where the trails are, and really nice area right here. And it does have another box to sign in. There's another one further down when the trail actually begins, but this one has a place for you to sign in, and it has some information sheets. They also have some pamphlets to give out, and we'd been here just the other day, so I know that they give those out. But this is a place to sign in, and instructions, and all important, watch out for snakes. But this is a really nice area right here, and what makes it even nicer is there is a restroom, and you have to keep it shut by a rock in front of the door, but it's a really nice wide open area. The trail is great. This is one place we will come again. There's parking right here for backpackers, hikers, day trips, and then over on this side there are campsites. I think there's about 4 or 5 or 6, something like that, real small, but you can have a campfire in the campground, but not if you're backpacking in the wilderness. So this is a place that's a really nice place to go.
We're walking in a wash, and who knows which way you go, but there's trail markers along the way right here. It makes it so much easier to find the trail.
This is where you can come sign in. All the directions, and there's paper to sign in.
This trail is pretty nice, pretty easy, so anybody could come out and do this one. There's some more trail markers, one before the wash and one after. So nice they put these up. Oh, nice. That's where we came from, right over there. And then this is the rest of the mountain range. It's real nice, surrounded by mountains all the way around. All the way around. That's to the west. Back at the beginning. The trail kind of winds through the desert, and we have crossed a wash or two. And this one, the trail curves through the wash, and when you're coming through it, it's hard to find out where you end up. But then, and I was hoping we wouldn't have to walk down the wash. I don't like walking down washes, but the trail ends up picking up right here. We veered off the trail to come see this water catchment for animals, to see if there was any water in it or anything. And this is game water. No camping within a quarter mile of the water. So, right over there. The west. So we're looking out to the west, and we're kind of standing up at a saddle area in between a couple of mountains. And so this is the range right here. This is looking southwest. The sun's going down over there.
This is looking towards 85.
This is looking towards Highway 85. Farmland is way out there. And the mountains behind that. And then this range right here is where we're kind of standing. We're kind of in a saddle. And then this is where we came through. The mountain right here, this mountain, is on the west side of the trail, so the trail is actually around the other side. But we set up our tent. If you can see it down there, it's bright green. But this whole area is a lot of saguaro cactus, and it's really pretty back here. A lot of little hills and things. I don't think anybody comes back here. The trail, I don't know that it's very well. As we were making our way back to find a camping spot from the water hole, which is a little off the trail, and we happened across an area we thought was a pretty flat spot. We found several other ones, but every little wash we crossed, we saw animal tracks of different kinds. Yeah, it'll be really interesting after dark if we hear some sounds and hear animals walking around. Or so we've been hiking for a little bit, and we started about 11:15, 11:30 hiking, which we normally hike a little earlier in the day, but we just took our time and got out here and started walking on the trail. This Margies Cove trailhead is really nice. It's real easy to walk. The temperature today is about 45-ish. We think, I forgot the thermometer, so we don't really know for sure, but it is really a nice hike. There's a lot of cactus, a lot of thick creosote bushes and palo verde trees and things like that. And there's ocotillo and just lots of stuff, just desert stuff, but it's really pretty. One of the things we're trying out on this trip is our brand new tent. It's a hike and bike Zion 2-person, and it has a lot of headroom, which we really like. We watched videos about other campers and backpackers taking it and setting it up, and we were really impressed. So this is our first trip trying it, and the several things we like about it. There's not only a lot of headspace back here, it has a net that I'll show you in a minute, but it also has 2 doors, and it has a footprint that comes with it, and we're trying that out this time, and we really like that part. And because we usually take our own footprint and put our own footprint under our tents, but this one has the floor of it is plenty of space, enough space so that we can put our backpacks at our feet. So this tent is, it's going to be fun to try it out and see how it does.
This is take number 2. This is the first time we've used this tent, and so far we haven't fell We haven't fell on it, tripped over it.
Burned a hole in the bottom.
We haven't burned a hole in the bottom. We haven't broke the stakes. We haven't bent the stakes. We haven't bent the poles. And we haven't, so we've done pretty good. We've had it up for about 3 hours now, and
That's a record.
and it's still up. It's still up, so we're hoping we make it through the night. And bears don't eat us, lions don't get us, and the coyotes don't carry us off. Now, we parked in a place here where there's no stickers, so we're praying we don't punch holes on the bottom.
That and
in
the
the bottom of
footprint.
them. And so we're doing pretty good. So far, so good. I guess we should probably wait and review this after a few mishaps, but considering how we're just old people and we fall all over ourselves half the time, it ought to be pretty interesting. Anyway, we like this tent.
It'll be fun.
Yeah,
Nice.
there's headroom in it. We actually like the other one, but there's a little more headroom in this one, and but it does weigh a little bit more. But
It does.
of course, I'm this woman's mule, so I carry all this stuff.
Well, I carry the food, so that's the good part.
Yeah, got to keep the mule fed.
Okay, we packed everything up this morning, and we did find that there was some dew on the ground cloth and a few other things, and so we shook them out, and the wind started blowing, so we threw it over a bush, and it dried pretty quick. Right now, we're just eating breakfast, which is some goldfish and sugar smacks, the breakfast of
Champions.
winners and beginners. A lot of these cactus, saguaro cactus, and they're so tall. A lot of places you go, there's saguaro cactus, but these ones that we're like right next to and all around us right here, they're so tall, and they have a lot of arms coming out, which is really nice to see.